Hey, what's happening everyone? Journeyman here and welcome to part 20 of the Green Lions, and it could be one of the biggest parts of this series yet. We take on Margate in the Isthmian League Cup semi-final, and then we have a chance over the next 2 games, or 3 games, to win the league and finally get promotion out of this god-forsaken league. So, first and foremost, take on Margate today in the League Cup semi-final, and hopefully we'll progress, keep this good form going. In the last episode, we beat Canterbury 3-0, and then we went on to beat Hythe Town here 4-0. Comfortable victory once again. Matt May's getting himself 2 goals. Eddie Davison, by the way, is out injured. He's out 3 to 6 weeks. That's a huge blow for Eddie. But you know what? We have Robbie Legg on the bench, and he's putting some good shifts for me recently. So we're going today's game up against Margate. Now Margate do actually play in the division above us. This will be the division we go into if we somehow miraculously gain promotion. I won't say miraculously. We are favoured to do it. But knowing my luck, I'm going to bottle it. So I'm saying miraculously with the hope that we don't. But anyway, Margate right now are currently second in the table, long way behind Villarique, as you can see. And then after that, I think you move up to the Faversham National League. So they're close. They're very close to being a pretty solid big team. And obviously they were a big team too. They got into the Faversham National League, I think, that equivalent level. I think that's about as high as they got. Can't remember. Alright, anyway, moving forward now, up against Margate away from home, and then we take on Faversham, Sittingbourne, and then Herne Bay in this episode. It's a bit of a big episode, but if we win all the games, then we gain promotion as champions. Alright, so here we go up against Margate first and foremost. As I mentioned, we are without Eddie Davison. He's going to be out for quite some time. So Robbie Legg comes into the side. Owen Jones, by the way, missed the last game as well with a slight knock. He returns to the bench today, not quite fully fit to start. So Jacob Falaise will play in his spot. Ryan Lane has also returned after suspension. So here we go. Pretty much full strength side apart from Eddie Davison out there and Owen Jones. But this is a game that can really kind of give me an indication how far we are from competing at the next level should we get promoted. Alright, early on here, just 9 minutes in, we've lost a player, a key player to Andy Robinson in the middle of midfield. Tom Delamar will come on. It's a natural placement for him, and Tom's put in some nice shifts this season. Had a starting role for the early portion of it, but since Andy Robinson came in the side and started to perform, he hasn't had much opportunity. But now is your time to shine, Mr. Delamar. Let's see if he can pull through. Alright, so halftime here, and it's still 0-0, a very even game. Neither team actually creating a single opportunity to talk about. So we're going to the second half with the same lineup out there because we're competing. Obviously, maybe the gap between the division above us and this one isn't as great as I initially thought. Alright, here's Roberts now. He's going to put the ball in, and it's Tom Delamar. Gets in there. Tom Delamar makes it 1-0 here from the assist from Jamal Roberts. So a great start to the second half here for the Green Lions. And also Tom Delamar coming into the side after the unfortunate injury to Andy Robinson. He's stepping up to the plate and getting himself a goal. But there's a chance now for Margate. That's very well worked, and it's full to Philby in the box, and he's tapped it home past poor old Ross Flitney in goal. No chance there at all. Very well worked set piece there. Just played it around. Plenty of players in the box to aim at. Couldn't win the first header, and then laid it down to Philby. That's an easy finish there for the centre half. All right, make a change up top here. Robbie Legg has been poor today, so we'll bring on Kyle Smith in his place. I'm also tempted to bring off Elliot Wheeler. He's had a tough game at right wing back. Jamal Roberts also. He's a little bit tired. Let's bring him off for Ryan Lane. Ryan Lane can come on in his spot. So there's 2 changes there. Let's see if they can help us maybe snatch a late goal here. Alright, here's McCoy now. Throw it into Cahill. Cahill plays it inside. There's Josh Reed. Now he's found Mays. Let's see if we can hit him on the counter-attack. Gotta get the ball forward quicker than that, and that's a prime example of it. There's Flisher now through on goal. That's a good save from Ross Flitney. I think that was sneaking in that far post. So forces the keeper into a fantastic save. Alright, see if we can defend this corner. Philby gets the head of the defender, but lucky enough his header was going harmlessly wide. Alright, so extra time here now. I finished 1-1 in regulation. Now, the kind of negative to this is that Our boys are going to be tied for the next game up against Faversham, and that's a bit of a big one. Faversham are, I believe, 3rd or 4th in the table, and they're going pretty strong. And obviously, if we get a win there, it'll definitely help cement our place at the top of the table. So we're going to have to go in that game with some tired legs. But you know what? Let's concentrate on the task at hand first. There's Mays now. Through on goal. Matty Mays gets in there. 2-1. Assist from Tom Delamar. Great through ball there from Tom Delamar, picking up the pieces after, I think it was Smith who lost possession in the middle of the park. Yeah, Smith lost it there. Tom Delamar, first time ball, found Mays, one touch, and smashed it past the goalkeeper. So 2-1, giving us an early lead here in extra time. All right, here's Rogers now. Switches it over to Renadio. Good interception there from Reed. Header goes to nobody, though. It's a big gap between strikers and midfielders. Fisher's now through on goal, and he's made it. Sorry, Flisher has now made it 2-2. Poor defending there, back to front. Stuff. Rance is going to launch his ball forward. And yeah, Flisher just got the wrong side of Lander there. Poor defending from Lander. All right, here's Ryan Lane. He's going to throw it into Delamar. We're out of time here to try and snatch a winner. That's a go for Frank's through on goal. Frank Rosenwald through on goal, and it forces Istad into a great save with his left hand. Strong left hand there from the goalkeeper there, keeping out Frank. But that was a glorious opportunity to take the lead just before the extra time break. All right, so here we go. Kicking off the second half of extra time, 2-2 here. And obviously, if no one gets a goal within the next 12 minutes or so, we go straight to penalties. And can't remember what happened the last time we were in a penalty shootout. So I want to say it didn't go very well. But we're going to find out because it looks increasingly like it's going to go straight to penalties here. Yep, here we go, penalties. So lucky enough, we do have some very good penalty takers up there. Carl Smith, Frank Rosenwald, Matt Mays. Unfortunately, I took Jamal Roberts off. He also takes penalties. So let's see what the auto pick does. So we got Frank, Kyle, Lander, Mays, and Lane. Lane has got a knock, so I'm not keen to use him there. Let's put Tom Delamar in number 5 instead. All right, so here we go. Penalty shootout with a chance to go to the final of the Isthmian League Cup. There's Rance. Fantastic penalty there. Keeper's got no chance. All right, so now Frank Rosenwald steps up. Let's see what Frank the Tank does with his left peg. That's a decent penalty, rising it over the diving keeper. All right, Rogers is now going to step up for Margate. Let's see if Ross Flitney is up to the task. And that's a good save there from Ross Flitney. It was an awful penalty. It was an absolutely atrocious penalty. But Ross still had to keep it out. There's Carl Smith now. Carl Smith, oh, just beats the keeper there. Keeper gets the right way, but couldn't keep it out. All right, here's Flisher now. Got the equalizer for Margate in extra time. He's going to step up. And that's a good penalty there. Keeper, Ross is not going to get to that. All right, here's Harry Lander now. Bit of a wild card here. Defender's going to come up and smash it. Ooh, good penalty there. Keeper guessed the right way, but he snuck it under the diving right arm of the keeper. Here's Philby now. Good penalty. Nothing more to say about that one. All right, here's Matt Mays. This is a crucial penalty. He's got a few of them this season for us. Oh, and that was straight down the keeper's throat, but the keeper couldn't keep it out. So this is a huge penalty here. If Margate miss this one or Ross keeps it out, we win the penalty shootout. So who's going to step up here? Cahill is going to step up for Margate. So Cahill against Ross Flitney for a chance to make it to the Isthmian League Cup final. Oh, Flitney gets the right way, but just couldn't keep it out. So here's a chance now for Tom Delamar to make himself a hero today. Coming off the bench early on for Andy Robinson, getting the goal to set things up, so start things for us today, and then obviously getting the assist for the second goal. Let's see if Tom Delamar can complete the hat-trick for herodom. Here he is, Tom Delamar. Smashes it in the top corner. Tom Delamar finishes the penalty shootout, and we go through to the Isthmian League Cup final. Get in there, my son. So, all right, so we qualified to the final here. We're up against Billericay, who just beat Hendon in extra time. Obviously, Billericay are absolutely smashing the league above us right now, so it's going to be a very, very tough fixture. All right, so bad news regarding Andy Robinson, though. He's going to be out 7 to 8 weeks. He's got a broken lower arm, and now we could just make him wear the protective equipment here for a medical cost of £1,500. I'm going to ask him to play through the injury. I don't do this very often. It is a bit of a gamble. But you know what? We got 1.5 from beating Margate in the semi-final. So there you go. We'll pay it off. We'll pay Andy's medical expenses. And we'll utilize him as the season draws to an end. So the League Cup final will actually be after the final game of the season. Quite some way away, actually. That's a long way away. I'm guessing they have to make space for the playoffs if we get there. All right, so Faversham Town is next up, and that's just 3 days away. Obviously, the boys are going to be tired. We're going to have to consider rotating some of the guys out. All right, so going into last 4 games of the season, these are our arch rivals and who they are playing. So looking at the run-in, obviously play Faversham next up. That's the toughest game for us. And then we play Sittingbourne in 13th, Herne Bay 18th, and then Chesham, who are currently 6th, 17th. So a pretty easy run-in. Corinthian, though, I think probably half the easiest one, though. 16th, 20th, and 19th against Ramsgate, Tutton, and Phoenix Sports. And then Cray is the final game for then. Carshalton also have a pretty simple run-in. Ashford, Hythe, Sittingbourne, Ramsgate. And then Three Bridges have by far the easiest. They play Shoreham, Walton Casuals, Chesham, and then Herne Bay. So all the teams there have very, very winnable games, and it will make the last 4. Well, I don't think it'll go down to the end here because we obviously have those 2 wins ahead. We just have to win the next 2 games to pretty much guarantee us promotion. All right, so here we go up against Faversham Town now at home. If we get a victory today, that'll essentially mean we just need 1 win from our remaining 2 games to be crowned as champions and win promotion to the Bostock Premier Division. So obviously changes will have to be made today. Obviously the injuries of Andy Robinson to take into concern. Obviously some of the guys are tired from midweek action as well, but not overly tired. I actually expect them to be a lot more tired than they are. Owen Jones will return to the side ahead of Jacob Feliz. Ryan Lane is going to be out though. He's only on 79%, so he will not feature today in any form. So Danny Hunt is going to come in there instead. Elliot Wheeler actually kind of stroking there. I'm actually going to start Danny Hunt today. It's a rare start for him this season. Andy Robinson will start the game. I am paying him essentially to play right now. We're through that injury, so I'm going to utilize that. So here we go. Chance for us to really, I don't know. It's a chance for us to win the league today. If we win and results go away, we do win the league, and obviously that would be preferable. I'd rather not it go down to the final couple of games of the season. All right, so here we go, playing Faversham at home. Faversham probably going into this favourites, I would imagine. All right, so here's Roberts now. Roberts is going to launch this ball on there. Robbie Legg has latched onto that beautifully. Robbie Legg's going to cross it into Matt Mays. Oh, that was a great chance. Matt, how did you miss? Oh, Matty Mays. Should have scored there. Here's Robinson in the box now. He pulls it back to Wigglesworth, and that was a great opportunity for Faversham there to open the scoring. Oh, here's Andy Robinson playing through a broken arm. Here's steal to Rosenwald. Should have done better there with that effort. All right, here's Jamal Roberts now throws it into Robinson. Robinson back to Roberts. Ball's gone around the box. There's Matt Mays with the effort, though, and that's a good save there from Overland in goal for Faversham. But so far, it's been a bright start from the Green Lions. And that things stand. Results are actually going our way. I think Carshalton and Three Bridges are both losing. And speaking of losing, Reed has just given away a penalty. And Faversham have a chance now to take an early lead here. Here's Robinson, steps up against Flitney, and he couldn't keep that one out. Guess the right way, but Faversham taking a lead here through George Robinson. So at least we have time now to respond. But still, we normally don't do very well after going at 1-0 down. But here's Jamal Roberts now. Finds Robbie Legg, but he's easily dispossessed. Here's Wigglesworth. It's back to Law, taking on Jamal Roberts. That's a great ball in the box, and that was a really good opportunity for Faversham to score there. Enoch O'Neill coming in off the left flank with the effort. Couldn't keep it on target, though. All right, Flitney finds Jonesy. Jonesy to Roberts. That's a good-looking ball forward. Rosenwald's now through on goal. First time ever from Rosenwald, and the keeper keeps it out and somehow in play. But good opportunity there for Frank Rosenwald. A bit more like him. There's Robbie Legg. Good touch there. Frank is now through on goal. Frank. Why are you, Frank? We need you. We need you now more than ever to finish those. All right, so halftime here, and we're on top of the game. We really are. It was a bit of a fortunate penalty given away from Josh Reed there. It's only thing separating the sides. I'm going to make some changes, however, though. I'm going to bring off Andy Robinson, and I'm going to bring on Tom Delamar. I'm also going to move Robbie Legg to a bit more of a central role and play Frank out left instead. Elliot Wheeler, I'm going to bring him on for Danny Hunt. Try and put our strongest 11 out there possible. Obviously, the injury Robinson may be impacting his play today. And Frank Rosenwald, I found that he plays better on the outside of the three strikers rather than the middle. All right, Lando hits it long here. Roberts as well to win the second ball. That's Robinson now through on goal. Robinson makes it 2-0 here early in the second half. And oh dear, and the Corinthian Casuals are, by the way, they are winning, so they are catching us up. They're only 3 points behind us now. So we've got about 14 minutes now to try and get something out of this game. All right, gonna make a change here. I'm gonna bring out Frank the Tank. He's had a terrible game, and things haven't improved since moving out to the left. So Carl Smith is gonna come on in his place. Looking for some inspiration from Kyle. Good challenge there from Jones. Lando plays it back to Flitney. Now we still have 15 minutes to go. We have more than enough capable players to get in a couple goals here in the last 15 minutes of this game. So here's Overland now. Obviously, winning the second balls is going to be all important. We can't win the first nor the second, and Murray's now through on goal, and he's smashed directly onto the post there, and it goes back into play. But lucky enough, we get the ball clear. And I was looking increasingly like it's going to end up in a disappointing defeat at home here to Faversham. Honestly, looking at, we've been the better of the two teams. We just haven't taken our chances today. All right, 30 seconds left here. Obviously, we are resigned to defeat in this one. And disappointing defeat it is because results did actually kind of go our way. Carshalton looks like they're losing. Three Bridges are losing. Corinthian, the only ones that pick up points. And if we had won today, that means the next game we could have guaranteed the title. So disappointing that we got to delay the party for another week or so. But we'll try and pick ourselves up. We have a week now to try and rest up before the next game up against Sittingbourne. All right, so reinforcements here just for the last 3 games or 4 games of the season. Pat Carey has joined us on a free transfer. He used to play for Havenwatt and Louisville, Bristol Rovers back in the day, and most recently for Bromsgrove Sporting as well. So he joins us, and he's currently a 2.5-star player. He's going to give us a little bit more depth at the centre-half position. But unfortunately, he can't play because he can't play for more than 2 teams in one season. So, never mind. That was kind of a knucklehead move. I didn't realize that was going to happen. But, I mean, regardless, we're having for next season. So, you know what? That's okay. We needed the replacement for Owen Jones anyway because he wasn't going to be good enough if we had got promoted or will get promoted to the next level. So, going into the next one, I'll get Sittingbourne. They currently sit 13th in the table. And obviously, the last 3 games of this season for us are all away from home. So, and obviously our away form isn't as good, anywhere near as good as our home form. And we have lost Jamal Roberts today, by the way. But Ryan Lane is fit and ready to play again, so he'll come straight into the side. Wheeler for Hunt. And then, yep, that looks pretty good. That's all the changes I'm going to make. No other changes needed or required. So, Flitney, Jones, Lando, Reed, Lane, left wing back, Wheeler, right wing back, Robertson, Steele through the middle, Legg, Rosenwald, and Matty Mays leading the line. So, hopefully, we'll have our scoring boots on today because last time out, it was pretty atrocious, wasn't it? We didn't look like we were even going to score. All right, so here we go up against Sittingbourne. Obviously, a win today and a defeat for Corinthian will all but guarantee us promotion as champions simply because our goal difference is that much greater than everyone else around us. Obviously, Corinthian only 16 goal difference behind us, but it's highly unlikely they'll catch us. So a win today and a loss for Corinthian, but never mind. I just saw Corinthian have taken the lead against Tutton and Mitcham. So just got to keep winning, I'm afraid. All right, here's the first highlight now. Steele finds Ryan Lane playing at left wing back today. He found one of Robbie Legg. Robbie Legg does well to cross it. And there's Rosenwald this time. Come on, Frank. We need you now, son. We need you. Because as results currently stand, Corinthian Casuals have caught up with us pretty much. We're only 1 point now behind us, I believe, in the table. Take a look real quick. Yeah, they're not even 1 point behind us. So we need to get a win here. Ball's whipped in there. Easy catch there from Ross Flitney. All right, so let's try and build from the back here. So here's Jones now. Jones to Lane. Lane finds Robbie Legg. Let's see if we can pick out someone in the box. He looks for Mays. Mays at the back post. Get in there, Matt Mays. Robbie Legg. That's a huge goal for the team there. Wonderful ball there from Robbie Legg. Stood the ball up to the back post, and Matt Mays attacked it beautifully and heads it past the floundering goalkeeper to make it 1-0. All right, so here's another highlight just before halftime again. Mays put it in. Rosenwald. Oh, Frank. What's happened to you, son? What's happened to you? All right, so put that disappointment aside of Frank not somehow finding the back of the net with 2 glorious opportunities he normally buries. Going into the halftime break 1-0 up. That's good. That's good. That's all we need to do. Just got to keep winning. That's simple. All right, here's how he landed now. He's finding Ryan Lane. He's done well at left wing back today. There's Robbie Legg now. Through and go. Robbie Legg. Great finish there on his left foot there from Robbie Legg. Gets in there 2-0 up. And that should put the game beyond doubt now, I would imagine. Sittingbourne haven't really threatened us. In fact, they haven't got a single shot on target yet. All right, here's Robinson now from the free kick. Just over the bar. Speaking of Robinson, let's give him a break because he's on light training, obviously, considering his injury. So I'll take him off here. Tom Delamar can come on in his spot. All right, with only 13 minutes left to go in this game, it's highly unlikely that Sittingbourne are going to catch us here. Owen Jones, by the way, has also picked up a knock, so that's not good news. So Tyler Matthews is going to come on there, and Jacob Fillets is going to come on for Owen Jones to finish out the match. Hopefully, it's not a serious knock there for Owen Jones, only a minor injury, and we're not going to miss him. Obviously, it would have been nice. It would have been nice if we had Weary available there to play the rest of the season for us at centre-half. But rules aside, we're going to have to stick with Jacob Feliz. All right, chance of Sittingbourne here at the end of the game. 5 minutes left to go in it. There's Roland. Finds Gibbs to Clark again. Looking pretty solid at the back here. There's Burgess. Burgess finds Rowland. Good tackle there from Wheeler. Here's Beastall. Great challenge from Wheeler again. Now he sets up Mays. He's going to try and lead the counter-attack for the Green Lions. There's Robbie Legg. Lane's on the overlap, but chooses not to use him and gives the ball away. Here's Ring. Finds Clark now. Clark, good strike there, but never beaten. Ross Flitney at the near post. All right, here's Wheeler now. Back to Steele. Back to Wheeler. Crosses the ball in. And there's a chance perhaps for Sittingbourne on the break here to get a consolation goal. Rowland crossed the ball in, and that was a great opportunity for Davison. I think it hit the top of the crossbar, and we somehow get the ball away. So here's a corner kick. Davison's going to whip the ball in, and it's a goal. So Ring has scored here with 30 seconds left to go in this game. It's unlikely that Sittingbourne are going to get another one in 30 seconds, but again, I've seen stranger things happen in Football Manager 2018, and lucky enough, it didn't happen today. So we finish here 2-1 win over Sittingbourne. Very, very good, important win for us. Job done, as the saying goes. So we still maintain our position at top of the table. And now all we have to do now is beat Herne Bay, and there is no way that's no way then Corinthian Casual can catch up with us unless there's a horrendous switch in goal difference. All right, speaking of the Owen Jones injury, he is going to be out for 9 days to 2 weeks. So he could wear protective equipment for a broken nose. Jesus, we're having to patch our guys up, aren't we? At the end of the season here, we got Andy Robinson with a fractured lower arm, and now we have Owen Jones with a broken nose. All right, so obviously it'd be nice to have Kiri, but I love the rules. All right, and we have another new signing here to talk about. This one is actually eligible to play, so that's That's good. And we'd signed Luke Roberts, who is a 6'2", valued at £7,250 striker. He used to play for Poole Town. He actually got a few goals for them in the Vanarama National League a few seasons ago. So he's more than capable of a striker. As you can see, the guy is pacey. Composure's good as well. Decision-making off the ball movement is pretty solid. Work rate 7, could be determination, very undetermined individual. But you know what, we're not going to hold it against him. The guy fits the mold of the kind of striker I look for. So he'll go straight into the side in the key matchup up against Herne Bay. All right, so here we go up against Herne Bay, one of the biggest matches of my time here as manager of Guernsey Football Club. Obviously, Owen Jones and Andy Robinson are all patched up and available to play in today's game. Jamal Roberts is still suspended. He's going to be out for the this game, and I think is available for the last one. But the big news is Luke Roberts is eligible to play, so he will start today, and this is going to be a little bit of a controversial decision. I'm going to drop Robbie Legg and put in Luke Roberts, and I'm also going to move some strikers around here to try and make the most of Frank the Tank. He's got 45 goals this season. Matt Mays has actually equaled him, but his form as of late really hasn't been Frank-esque, as it were. So Luke Roberts comes into the side as a centre of the attacking three, hoping to make an instant impact and steer us to promotion. As I mentioned, a win here guarantees us, all but guarantees us, promotion as champions, because our goal difference is that much greater. We're plus 15 goal difference. It would have to take an unbelievable goal swing in the last game for us to not somehow get promoted and Corinthian allowed to catch us. Obviously, Corinthian, if we win and Corinthian drop any points at all, then that'll guarantee us without having to worry about the goal difference issue. But anyway, here we go in today's game. Let's focus on getting a win first and foremost. Anything but a win here could be disastrous for us. But here's Rosenwald through on goal. He's going to pull it back to Matt Mays. Get in there, Matt Mays. 5 minutes on the clock. And we have 1 foot in the Bostock Premier Division. All right, here, second highlight of the game. The game's gone very quiet so far, and Corinthian Casual looks like they're winning as well. They're doing their bit to try and catch us. So Bud hits this ball forward here. Reed deals with that one. There's James Lewis to Carr. Back to Winterton, back to Cook. He puts the ball in the box there, and Flitney is out to come and claim it. Dominating goalkeeping there from the experienced campaigner. His steal now finds Roberts now from goal. Roberts, chance for goal on his debut, and he's got one. Luke Roberts gets a goal on his debut, makes it 2-0 to the Green Lions. Great through ball there from Josh Steele, and the Mohawk Assassin, as he's now going to be called from his little avatar here. Lovely little Mohawk action going on. Beautiful one touch and a great finish. The Mohawk Assassin makes it 2-0 to the mighty Green Lions. All right, so halftime here, and everything is going according to plan. We're holding on here. However, Owen Jones and Andy Robinson are starting to struggle a little bit for fitness, so we might take them off at some point just to be sure. We don't want any tired legs out there making key mistakes. But as things stand, we are getting promoted, boys. And here's Hamlin now to Cook. Carr. Hits it long here, looking for Winston, and he's found him there. Winston puts it back in. It's cleared at the far post. Not very far, though. And there's Winterton, and he's not going to count. He is offside. So an early goal chalked off there for Herne Bay. Herne Bay are not going to go down without a fight by the look of things. Here's Lane now. He hits it long. There's Rosenwald through on goal. Frank Rosenwald finds the back of the net. He's been poor the last couple of games, and it's great to see him back on the score sheet, making it 3-0. And I think it's time to pop the bubbly, boys, because we are about to get promoted. All right, so we have about 40 minutes now left in the game itself, and 3-0 up. It'd have to take an absolutely epic collapse for us to not win this game. There's Roberts now. It finds the run of Matt Mays. Matt Mays as well to hold the ball up. There's Lane with the cross, and there's Roberts. Gets his second goal of the game. The Mohawk Assassin makes it 4-0. Great cross there from Ryan Lane from the left wing back position. And it's starting to be a riot here. I can see the fans behind the goal there, the Green Lion fans, all of them that travelled today, as you can see, celebrating this epic promotion push. Here's her good save there from Flitney from Sainsbury. Alright, so here is Mays now. And obviously Roberts, the Mohawk assassin, is looking for a hat-trick. Now here's his chance. Roberts through on goal, and a good save from Bud in goal. But yep, so far things are going very well. Here's Roberts at the edge of the area, looking to make it 5-0. Might as well win and win with style. Oh, and it goes in the back post, gets in there. I think it's going to be a goal for Frank Rosenwald. Not quite sure he knew anything about it, but he will not complain. He'll take it. All right, so with being up 5-0, we can make some changes. Let's bring off Jones and Robinson, and let's bring on Nick Orford today, getting a bit of a run out in midfield, and then we'll bring on Jacob Fillets as well. Jacob obviously being one of the few remaining players in this team from when I took over. All right, so easily clear. There's James Lewis. What a strike that was on the volley. All right, Collinsworth now to Cook. His car, I mean, it's 5-0. It's highly unlikely they're going to get back in this game now, or highly unlikely. It's almost impossible, I would say. Yeah, it's just about enjoying the last 15 minutes here. And obviously, we do have one more game in between us and the Chesham. Sorry, us and the Billericay game in the Isthmian League Cup final. So obviously we'll do that final, we'll do that live, and an end of season episode, a little bit of an end of season celebration. All right, so there's 30 seconds out. Come on, ref. Blow the full-time whistle, please. Blow the full-time whistle and give us the moment of glory that we've been craving ever since we started this series. And obviously it puts the heartbreak aside of last year when we almost got promoted the first time of asking. Puts that all into a very, very distant memory now. So here it is. Final whistle has blown, and that has pretty much guaranteed us promotion as champions to the Bostock Premier Division. Get in there. Mission complete as far as this season goes. Obviously, with things as they stand, it would take, I believe, a 15-goal difference swing, I think. So that means, obviously, we would have to lose by 7 or 8, and then they would have to win by 7 or 8 for them to catch up with us. In fact, it's even more than that, be honest with you now. We're actually plus 17 over Corinthian. So I don't think that's going to happen, so I'm not going to show that one live on camera. It's pretty safe to say we're up, boys. We are going to the Bostock Premier Division next year, and obviously absolutely thrilled with that. Doing it with one game to spare. Obviously, I'd like to do it a bit sooner than that, but you know what? We're there. That's all that counts. But thanks so much for watching the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a little bit longer than usual. Let me know if you enjoyed the long episodes. If you do, then I'll continue them in the future. Obviously, I did the long episode today simply because it kind of made sense with the way that everything was going. But yep, there you have it. Next episode, Billericay League Cup final, season wrap up, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.